Hi, my name is Susanna Wetherington and I'm an LPC intern at Austin Family Counseling, and I enjoy working with children, teens, and adults, working with a variety of issues, but mainly focusing on helping cope with anxiety, depression, and recovering from traumatic experiences. So today what I would like to do is to help you create a coping tool that I find really helpful in managing stress and helping ground to the present when experiencing a really emotional episode where your thoughts are just running through your head and you can't seem to quiet them down, or your feelings are seemingly becoming unmanageable and you need something to kind of bring you back down. So today, what we're going to be creating is called a mind jar. And you can kind of see it here, and I'll kind of demonstrate it for you. There's glitter in here, and what you do is you swirl the glitter around, and I think you can kind of see it swirling there. And so basically this mind jar is a meditation tool to use whenever you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed or upset, like I said. And so the point is to, as the glitter is swirling around, to imagine the glitter as your thoughts or as your feelings or whatever it is that's overwhelming you. And so you shake it, you watch those roll around in the jar, and you imagine your thoughts or feelings as the pieces of glitter, and as they settle down, and I think you can see now it's relatively settled down as opposed to what it was before, and as the glitter settles down, you imagine that those are your feelings or thoughts settling down. So I'm going to show you how to make that today. You're going to need a few things. You're going to need a glass jar. I recommend glass over plastic because we're going to be using hot water. So if you do use plastic, make sure it's really strong, durable plastic. Something that would be dishwasher safe or microwave safe, because again, we'll be using hot water. And you're also going to we're going to need some glitter glue. This is just a pack of glitter glue that I bought at Michael's for like $2.50. And then you're going to need some hot water. It doesn't have to be boiling technically, but it's got to be pretty hot. So this is some water that I boiled a little while ago and let it cool down a bit. And then something to use to stir. I'm going to be using a metal knife out of my silverware drawer because I'm using the knife so it's going to be long enough. Also some additional options are using food coloring, or even just some free floating glitter if that's something you want to add into your jar. So here we go. So you're going to go ahead and open the jar. And this is a great thing to do with kids to make it an activity, or you could just do it on your own. But you're going to go ahead and open the jar and get the glitter glue and go ahead and squeeze it into the jar. It's up to you how much you want to use, really how much color you want in there. You can mix colors if you want. It's really up to you, and that's the great thing about this tool is you can really use it and make it however you'd like it. So squeezing the glitter glue in there, and I definitely recommend using glitter glue. You could use glitter paint. You want to make sure it's kind of got the viscosity of the glue. So I've got just a little bit in there. I'd say probably about half the tube is what I used. But again, it's up to you how much or how little you want to use. And I like to add just a little bit of the free floating glitter. Also mixes up a little bit of color. So I'm going to add the hot water until it's about halfway full in the jar. So for the hot water, you only need about half of the jar's worth. And so you're going to go ahead and start mixing that up. So you can see that it takes a little while for the glitter to kind of break up, so you're going to stir that for a few minutes. And while you're doing that, that would actually be a great time to, if you're doing this with somebody, with your kiddo, for example, to talk to them about, what are situations when this would be helpful? What are thoughts that your kiddo has that they kind of feel like they have a hard time really coping with? What are times when they feel really overwhelmed, when this can be really helpful. So again, you're going to keep stirring that, and you're going to do it for a few minutes. And you can, the great thing is you can keep adding more glitter as you feel it's needed. And you can really kind of tailor it to whatever you need. So I won't do the whole thing because that'll take a while. But you know, this will be kind of the end result. And I've got a little sheet of paper here that kind of has some instructions. You certainly don't have to have that. If you want to, you know, you just put, if you even want to do a sheet of paper that has the person's name or an inspiring quote or something like that, I just put this on the jar and I used some Mod Podge and just put it over there, and it dries clear. And so after you've stirred it and you find that you have enough glitter and everything, you're going to add just regular tap water is fine. Fill it up to about almost full. And something I would suggest is before you put the cap back on the jar, I would line the inside of it with super glue, and then go ahead and put it on while the super glue hasn't dried yet, while it's still wet. So that way I've had this for over a year, and I've shoveled it around and had it in bags and in my car, and luckily it has not leaked at all, which is great. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed my blog. I hope you find it helpful. If you need to, or if you would like to set up an appointment at Austin Family Counseling, you can reach us at 512-298-3381 or at our website at www.austinfamilycounseling.com. Thank you so much.